So, with all the excitement, with all the hype trains derailing before they reach the train station after Rockstar Games announced in October 2016 that Red Dead Redemption 2 will be coming out next fall, so many people lost their minds. The internet was quickly taken a storm by what is finally happening, getting a new Rockstar title for the modern era after the GTA 5 boom simmered down. But here's the real question: whatever happened to Agent? You know that spy thriller, that espionage written new IP that was announced by Rockstar North ages ago? I'd like to give a little insight, a little history as to how this came into fruition, and some ultimate conclusions about what I feel about Agent as far as everything goes. For those who don't know, Agent was announced to be in development by Rockstar Games in 2007. Now, what made this notion of the new IP so interesting was the fact that it was going to be a PS3 exclusive and not available anywhere else. Eventually, a year later, and Rockstar North continued their work on the Grand Theft Auto series with the release of Grand Theft Auto 4. The premise of Agent saw us in the backdrop of the era of the Cold War, which is an interesting premise for Rockstar considering the fact that it was also used in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Rockstar promised this was hailed as a stealth action game, so go figure on some parallels here. Players would be thrusted into a game all about the world of counterintelligence, espionage, and political assassinations. I'd imagine in typical Rockstar fashion there would still be some satirical humor involved, so I would have expected some parodies of real world events like Fidel Castro's attempted assassinations and Richard Nixon's stance on the rising tension. After the release of Grand Theft Auto 4, all the news on Agent went surprisingly cold itself, nowhere to be traced. Rockstar even released LA Noire over Agent, which in a way shares some vast similarities to Agent with its long development cycle and the lack of news, leading the fanbase to believe the game was cancelled. However, Agent still never saw the light of day, unlike LA Noire that was released in 2011. It's ironic that this year is mentioned because in May 2011, sources have claimed that the game was still in development from Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent publisher. In August 2011, Leigh Donoghue leaked out some of the first screens of the game with how some of the environments of the game will appear to look like. These screenshots are very old and they are dated all the way back to 2009, and they were what appeared to be the interiors of a qubit base of operations. So, what do I think about all this? Well, I think for now, this premise of Rockstar doing a game with this particular setting is ambitious. It'll make me think this could be Rockstar's very own James Bond equivalent tale, and I am positive this premise will make people eat it up like fresh hotcakes. Alright, let's think about this. Let's critically think about this. This could work. I really love the 007 games. I love the James Bond games back in the PS2 day in particular. And I think that Rockstar North is no slouch to how stealth action works, given the fact that they have the manhunt experience. I just think that it might be a shame to say this game has turned into vaporware, which is unfortunate considering the fact that there's no lack of big updates on it, and a lot of people are probably still looking forward to Agent. And there's this denial of simple questions like if the project has shifted consoles or not, and people not being authorized to say it. Maybe they aren't ready to show this off to the world just yet, or maybe Agent wasn't ready for the world at all. But a true Rockstar fan can only hope that this sees the light of day. Take care.